let go of perfect. So how do you be just clean enough to feel in control and reduce anxiety? Now, we just met a self-proclaimed clutter bug whose every drawer is overflowing, and a clean freak who doesn't have a speck of dust in sight. And for the first time ever, we did a life swap experiment to see what they can learn from each other. So Kimberly, what was the most alarming thing you experienced when you made this little switch into Michelle's life?
Alarming thing? It was a little too neat for my taste. I felt like I couldn't really touch anything because if it was out of place, that she would get mad. But I know that my place is too messy.
Would you have gotten mad at your sister if she messed up your house?
No, only my husband and my kids.
for letting her do it. So what did you learn from trading places, Michelle?
I learned that I could probably be a little easier on my family, like not yelling at my husband when he puts stuff on the island, or not yelling at the kids when stuff's out of place. I could probably learn to be a little more relaxed.
And Kimberly, honestly, what has changed for you since you got back to your old way of living?
I'm trying to get my kids more involved with maybe putting their shoes away, their clothes away, and I'm going to try to do the dishes after dinner instead of leaving them till the morning to pile up.
It's good for a lot of reasons. Folks actually seem to lose weight if they're active after dinner instead of lounging around. And are the kids cooperating or not too early to tell? Come on
a little bit.
Listen, no one's perfect. That's the whole reason we did this little segment. You're both doing it okay. It's the coping style that we use that is more important. But Dr. Carter has 3 ways to help us all find balance. And this is a big deal, to be just clean enough. Because you don't actually want to be perfect, Michelle. Okay. So we're going to start with a daily clutter detox. Does this make you nervous, Michelle, by the way, this door? Look how cluttered. Don't you want to just fix it a little bit and move this like this? Dr. Carter, what do you say here?
So I say take 10 minutes every day to put things away. So putting everything back in its place. I actually recommend that you set a timer. Right? So 10 minutes is totally achievable for you. Anybody has 10 minutes. It's also a great boundary setting technique for you, right? Yeah. So you can get a lot done in that 10 minutes. And by doing a little bit every single day, you can make a lot of progress.
Bounce home. That's what we're talking about here. But you say we have to do it with order and disorder zones. So come on back. This is probably the biggest decision you have to make, is what are you going to focus on? Come on back, everybody, so everyone can see this. So walk us through a way that we might actually, in our lives right now, whether an apartment or a house or anything in between, figure out which zones are disordered, and that's okay, and which ones have to be orderly.
Right. So the key thing here is that your whole house doesn't have to be perfect and that there are benefits to messiness. So choosing a disorder zone in your house is going to be the place where you want to foster creativity. Messiness can really lead to creativity, to innovation. So it might be the place where your children play. It might be where you need to get your most creative work done. For me, it's my desk. I have a creative job. I'm a writer. So I let
Is that your desk?
This is my actual desk.
What a catastrophe. Look at that.
I know. Well, Buster, our dog, doesn't seem to think so.
Where's Buster? I didn't even notice the dog.
I know. But by the end of the day, this is what my actual desk looks like. I need to come up with lots of novel ideas in a given day, so I let that be.
Just to support your argument, we actually went back to the archives to find a picture of Albert Einstein's desk, which you put up there, as messy as yours.
I'm in great company.
Yes, another creative for you. Kimberly, maybe you're a creative genius.
Yes.
So did we discover? All right. Yeah. And I know that you're not always messy, though. There are parts of your house you pay a lot of attention to.
No, the rest of the house is pretty cleaned up. My kitchen is a definite order zone. Everything has a place for it. I definitely recommend that we pick the kitchen as our primary order zone because research does show that we make healthier food choices in an ordered environment.
And Michelle, which room would be your disorder room? The room that you're just okay with it not being neat?
For me in my house? I mean, the playroom I let go for like maybe a week, and then I'll make them.
Your playroom looked pretty neat.
It was more. It's more like maybe one. Like on Wednesday I make them clean it. On Saturday.
Let me ask you again. Which room would you be comfortable letting fall apart, not be so neat?
Your office too, your desk.
Yeah. Well, no.
We have some work to do on Michelle here. You think about. I'm going to come back to you. That's a big deal. If you're used to being really neat, it's hard to let go of all that. But that's actually your biggest decision.
Yeah.
It's actually much easier to be perfect on the surface. but it destroys you inside sometimes. So we think about it. Meanwhile, step number 3 is to outsmart your recurring clutter, because we all have this. We all have places where it's overwhelming all the time. What do you do there?
So this is really about prevention. So noticing the places in your house that start to build up and for you cause anxiety because you haven't cleaned them already, and for you cause that feeling of overwhelm, right? So mail is a big one. Paper clutter is a really big one. So when you come in, preventing this sort of buildup by having a paper shredder or your recycling right there, having a place for everything. So I want these keys to always go right here,
See, that's what I
right?
told my
And to have a place so that instead of putting it down in a big pile and letting the clutter build up, going ahead and shredding it right away.
Here's an unopened bill. You can shred that to start with. No, but I must say, having a crash nearby makes a lot of sense. But why is a shredder important? Everyone seems to say that.
Yeah, I know. A lot of clutter experts just to deal with it one time. So if it's something that you know that by the end of the week you're going to need to shred, going ahead and shredding it right away before it goes. So you're not moving it several times. There's several cleanup processes that need to happen that way. Just doing it once.
Kimberly, you start shredding. Michelle, your feet are in the fire now. What room are you going to let grow a little bit of organic debris in there?
Well, can I make a commitment to let it be the playroom?
Well, you really have to let it go then.
I can.
There's something in all of your purses right now that can tell you a lot about who you really are. It is your lipstick. It may seem like it's just makeup, but in today's conversation, a beauty company's new study that went viral says the shape of your lipstick is a window into your personality. So you all have your lipsticks? Women do anyway. Open it up a little. I want to see the tip. I got to see the top of the lipstick. That's what this is all about. There we are. We got a bunch of them. So it's like a horoscope to me. I'm fascinated by this stuff. Let's get to the first shape. It's the concave shape. Whose lipstick looks like that? See how it's a little bent in like that? We have a couple. Oh, how are you? What's your name?
Suzanne.
Yeah, see your lipstick, Suzanne? Sure. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you all see that? That's pretty concave. All right. Are you ready to find out what this says about your personality, Suzanne?
Yes.
I wrote the notes down here. You don't learn this in medical school, by the way. It means you're creative, energetic, and a risk taker that always gets noticed. That passion that you have as you make that dent in that lipstick, because it's firm, solid pressure, reflected by that concave shape, defines who you are. So what are you passionate about?
Life. Everything.
People in your life?
People, my children, my family, friends, everyone.
Good for you. Well, I like the color too.
Thank you.
All right, ready to move on. Who else wants to show me the lipstick? Let's put them up. Lipstick people up. Oh, that's another concave one. A lot of passion for you, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. I think it looks more like I'm a crazy person, actually.
Yeah. That's a crazy amount of passion. Yeah. Right. Other thoughts? Oh, what's this one?
I have no idea what shape.
Oh my goodness. What is this? What's your name?
I'm Julia.
And what shape is that?
It looks messy.
Let me compare these two. Both of these look concave. You need new lipstick.
I need new lipstick.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been using it a lot.
See, this is an interesting. This is it's so curved. This actually has a center point to it. You notice that?
Yes.
You worked your way around the edge. Seriously, I don't know how many people have that shape. Maybe should I pick that? See that little diagram up there? These folks are truth seekers. They're meticulous. They're enthusiastic as well as being passionate. What are you meticulous about?
Gee, I just think I'm a reliable, responsible person, meticulous. I like to keep things in order.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
So when that tip cracks off, that center point, what are you going to do? Panic?
No, not at all.
All right. I got one more. This is a shape that I actually have myself that I want to share with you guys. And this, ta-da, is actually one of my producer's lipsticks. She doesn't know I have it. It was borrowed by one of her colleagues. I know she's going to be mad when she sees this. She may recognize it. Sasha, where are you, Sasha?
Right here.
You know something is missing? Notice the lipstick, by the way, she's wearing.
I was looking for my lipstick.
Yes, it does happen sometimes. So I'm going to read to you, Sasha, pay attention here. This is what your lipstick says about you. It says that you are self-confident, well-balanced, and have a love for detail that you cannot be controlled. This is called the steep angle. Notice that's like Everest over there, really steep. And from what I've seen, lipstick is normally like this, normally gets worn down, but you can't be worn down. You can't be controlled upward and onward for you. What do you think? Is that good
That's why I
description?
work here.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.